Red 2 standing by, all 4 lit and in the green. Welcome back to Metroid Prime. We've encountered the space pirates and we are making our way through their research labs. With the power of the wave beam and the recently acquired super missile, we can handle plenty of threats. If we head through here, we will be ready to fight some brand new foes, or at least ones we've seen before. That didn't quite work as well as I planned. But there we are, sheer destructive force. That's the super missile at work. Now, where's the other one? There's the other one. Can I get... There we are, keep that one off our backs. And lose my target lock, come on. There we are. Now that that one winds up dying on us, we fortunately scanned the flying pirates earlier. So, now, there's that kamikaze attack. Let's switch up here. Where is he? A super missile effortlessly takes care of it. There's one more. Check the radar. Oh, hello. Wait, what was that? Where are you guys coming from? Did I miss a few shots or something? Oh man, we surprisingly took a lot less damage than I thought we were going to, but my marksmanship is terrible. Oh well, not much has changed, I guess. So we've topped ourselves up on energy. Probably need to top up on missiles. And that's pretty much where you get a demonstration of what the super missile can do. It's the best way to take out flying pirates for the time being, even though it's a bit costly on our missiles, because it will just blow them up. So we can jump into these towers as well. But there's not much we can do just here for now. Could I get some missiles just in case? I mean, we've got plenty, but if we come through here, we'll notice that this ice is in the way, and our scan visor will actually just pick that up, rather than the cordite that's through there. What is it with people on Talon 4 making things out of an explosive? So, now we can head into Research Lab Ether. We've seen how well the super missile works, but we're going right into the heart of the Space Pirates laboratory. Extreme caution is recommended. Now let's move on in and be very careful about it. You know what that is. Oh yeah, that's a Metroid. Can we get the scan on it? No. That is the titular creature and essentially a nemesis of ours. Metroid, energy-based parasitic predator. The dominant species of planet SR-388, Metroids can suck the life force out of living things. A Metroid will latch onto its prey and drain energy, growing larger as it does. The only way to shake an attached Metroid is to enter Morph Ball mode and lay a bomb. Oh yeah, this is our worst nightmare. For most players, fighting a Metroid without the ice beam. But... oh, crumbs, we've got company. Excuse me, I am trying to read, sir. Do not interrupt. A book lover. Whoa, he just fell off. Now, if we're careful, they might come running at us. I did not mean to fall off. Damn it, got it right over his head. Right, so we'll obviously have more space pirates we need to fight. And in all honesty, if you've fought them before, you know what to do. Make your way through the area, lock onto them, and blast them. Are there any up here? Let's... as long as we're hearing this music, there is a space pirate alive. So that's pretty much your indicator. This would stay, or variants of it, would wind up staying as the space pirate theme for the Prime trilogy. So there we are, gone back to regular music, everything is okay. We can go back to reading. There we are, that's what I wanted. The reconstruction of Geoform 187, codenamed Ridley, was recently completed. After his defeat on Zebes, Commander ordered a number of metagenetic improvements for him. Though aggressive, we were able to implement these changes in a cycle. The metamorphosis was painful, but quite successful in the end. Early tests indicate a drastic increase in strength, mobility, and defensive capability. Cybernetic modules and armor plating have been added as well. We believe our creation, now called Meta Ridley, will become the mainstay of our security force, a job he will certainly relish. It's getting worse for poor old Samus. Not only does she have to deal with Metroids, but Ridley's hanging around as well. Also, there's the bit of pirate data I was trying to find. Initial transfer of Metroids to Talon 4 research facilities has been completed. 3 were terminated in an incident at the landing site, but others were pacified and transported safely. Initial Phazon infusion testing is underway. We are eager to observe the effects of Phazon on Metroids, especially their ability to absorb and process the energy given off by Phazon sources. Early research suggests a considerable growth in power and size. Whether the creatures stay stable thereafter remains to be seen. We also have some pickups we can acquire around here too. Stick that, and... more exposition! You're going to learn a lot about the space pirate operations here. That is understandable. Confidence is high regarding Phazon applications. We know enough about Phazon now to begin combining it with space pirate DNA. The codename for this venture will be Project Helix. Preliminary studies indicate that Phazon infusion could produce radical new pirate genomes. Benevolent mutation levels are high in current test subjects. Phazon madness is a concern, but refinements in the infusion process should reduce or neutralize the odds of mental degeneration. So that's it for up here as far as the lore goes. We can move through carefully, but I think there's a path somewhere we can jump to. There's a pickup we can get in this area if I remember correctly. Where is it? Well, there's an energy tank down there, so there's that, but there's one on a walkway somewhere. There it is. And it's more morph ball rolling with an awful camera. This might take some time. Now, if I can stick the landing... Now, apologies if I just start moving very carefully. There's no way to center the camera, but I can't use L to center the camera. This isn't Ocarina of Time. Oh. Caution is the watchword. Now you get to watch me move very slowly and very carefully towards the missile expansion. Slow and steady. Probably doesn't win the race, but it gets us there alive. It means we don't fall off. This is probably the slowest chase ever. Oh boy, we're nearly there. Slowly, carefully. I wish this was a spider ball path so we could come back here with that. And that is the goal. Sorry for subjecting you to that. We'll stick the landing down here and look for some more pirate research data. That was just the elevator. Wandering through here, worrying if those Metroids are going to break out again. That's a pretty good way of ramping up the suspense. Anyway, more space pirate data. Studies of Metroid biology continue, though with limited progress. It seems likely that we will be much more successful using the Metroids for our means, rather than trying to reproduce their powers. If they could be adequately tamed, we would have no need of a proper understanding of their metabolism. A small force of disciplined Metroids could wipe out entire armies. And once we find a way to shield them from cold containment weapons, they will be invincible. Furthermore, if we could then harvest the energy they'd consumed, we would have a near limitless source of power at our disposal. There's some sort of creature in the quarantine cave too. Apparently made of phazon ore. Metroid dissection continues to provide more questions than answers. Our research teams have isolated the energy conduits that run from the invasive twin mandibles to the energy core in the creature's quadripartite nucleus, but the manner in which a Metroid actually extracts the life force from its prey remains an utter mystery. The victim does not lose blood or any other vital fluids, and yet the Metroid extracts energy. Identifying this energy is our central problem. It takes no physical form, and yet without it the victim dies. We will continue to research this matter, as the isolation of this life-giving essence could be the key to our ascendance. So we're finding out a lot more about all sorts of strange projects. The space pirates have been messing around with phazon a lot. The results of their experiments will indeed be made clear. And just knowing that you're in a room with a Metroid would be quite daunting. Ah, there's that ice beetle the pirates were talking about. Burrowing insect with an ice-reinforced carapace, averse to heat. This member of the beetle family has adapted to life in the sub-zero temperatures in the Phendrana drifts, growing a thick ice shell over its entire body. The ice is extremely resilient, providing the ice beetle with extra protection and augmented digging abilities. Can I please get a lock on? Did it try and jump through the wall? I don't have time for your shenanigans. Oh boy. Looks like it's time to mix it up once again. Take out the space pirates in this room, and there are Metroids. Unfortunately, it's a bit dark. Not bad using jetpacks. Whoops. Oh, hello. There you are. So, as before, take out all these enemies in the same way you would under conventional circumstances, and don't fall off. Okay, central tank auxiliary circuit connection terminated. We need to scan 3 of these. There is a turret somewhere. Where is it? There it is. That's got it now. Can we... Is there anything up on the top floor that we need to scan? There are 3 control terminals we'll have to sort out in order to deactivate that, as I said. Maybe they're around this way. Nope. But they're really, really doing a good job of ramping up the paranoia in this area. Like, you know that there are Metroids. You're fully expecting them to break out at any moment and that you'll have to deal with the series' titular creature. You don't know what else is lurking in the dark. It's really well done. Thermal imaging software. There we are, another control circuit terminated. Unfortunately, we can't just reach out and grab it. We'll have to make our way down very carefully. Keep our eyes open for any threats along the way. Because you can bet we're not getting that visor without a fight. Fortunately, we can take care of the turrets pretty easily. And down here, we will notice there's a door we can't go through. This can only be opened by the ice beam. And there we go. Is there any more information for us to grab? It will mostly be information about whatever's going on nearby. So, we have all our necessary information. Now we get a new visor. The Thermal Visor. Surprise, surprise, we're going to have to use it. Press down on the plus pad to activate visor. Use Thermal Visor to search for cold and hot objects and hidden wave beam targets. And of course, as soon as we get that, like I said, lights go out. And the door depowers. And we will be dealing with shadow pirates. But conveniently, they show up quite well on our Thermal Visor. So, shadow pirates won't show up under normal circumstances. Use the Thermal Visor to target them. You're introduced to one so you can easily get its scan entry, but aside from that, we'll have a bit of work to do. Survey the area. And now that we have the Thermal Visor, we can use the wave beam to look for energy conduits. Oh yeah, that happens too. Wait for the energy to wear off. And we can destroy it. Now, will a super missile take care of them? One super missile was usually enough when you had to freeze them, or 5 missiles would do the trick. Yep, super missile does the trick. It's implied that these Metroids are actually different The various mutations would ultimately lead to the creation of what are known as Talon Metroids. Talon Metroids are how they'll scan in Metroid Prime 2. There are also Dark Talon Metroids which can be taken over by the Ing, which is basically showing you thought Metroids were bad enough. Here's these guys. Of course, one of the big questions for the Metroid series is the Ing versus the X. What would happen in that? I mean, it's kind of terrifying to think about, really. Anyway, these are our power conduits. Nail those, and through we go. Make sure to scan this, because you're not going to get too much opportunity. This is a sentry drone, well-armed and armoured security mecha. Sentry drones have limited intelligence, but do their assigned tasks well. Being machines, they are susceptible to electrical attacks. When alerted, drones initiate a security lockdown, then attempt to neutralise the intruder. Their electronic warfare suit can scramble visor technology as well. Note that we've got to deal with two of these things. So they're a bit of a pain in the backside, really. And that, of course, means Shadow Pirates. But the problem is Shadow Pirates can't attack from range. So we've essentially got a free shot at them. If we're careful. Where are you? Might as well. So that means we've got more to deal with. We'll probably have to head up. Be careful of those turrets. They won't show up on our... essentially on our thermal visor. Wait, how did I fall off? Where's the elevator? Thank you. Fortunately, we do have these paths to help us out. The fact they glow with thermal energy is very much appreciated. Now let's see. Turret? No. We're pretty much free. Now, where was that energy tank? Find that energy tank. Because, of course, we're working in the dark. Energy tank. It was in this one. There it is. Oh, no, wait. We can actually just walk in and grab it when everything shuts down. So there we are. There's a quick power-up if you need it. So that's pretty much some of our plunder. We've made our way in and grabbed the thermal visor, which is going to be vital for an upcoming fight. You'll also know that thermal signatures can be seen through certain walls. Make sure you get all the scan data as well. I'm pretty sure we did. There's the turret I was looking for. Fortunately, we don't have to deal with that Metroid again. And bombers show up pretty clearly. We'll be able to make our way out. But you do get some pretty funky visor interfaces with the thermal visor. However, when we're going through here, we can simply recharge, go back to our regular combat visor. and sneak through the door. Because we don't really have to waste our time. We can't do anything with what we have for now. And we'll make our way back. We still have to fight some space pirates. But I don't think they can make it up here. If they do, I'll be very surprised. So let's round off the episode with another rumble. Till next time, this is Red 2 returning to base. Now let's get fighting. And I fell off the edge. Oh well. That's it. Bye everyone. We're all done.